planting the hay bales for the first time. Hey, it's Amy back on Hummingbird Hill, and actually you've already seen me in this outfit because I was talking about seeds and got all weepy, and you probably shouldn't watch that video, just ignore it. But I realized I was gonna put the camera away because it was dead, but I went and charged it real quick so that I could show you a couple of things about planting in the hay bales. Now for normals, like the bigger seeds such as peas and beans, I've just been pushing them straight into the bales. They should germinate just fine. I tried to show you one of my beans that's already germinated. I actually planted it last week. But for smaller seeds, you do need to add some soil to the top of the bale so the seeds don't fall down in too much. So I just wanted to talk to you real quick about that. And I'm going to plant up some lettuce over here because, ooh, look, I'm just looking at my lettuce there. My lettuce that I planted a few weeks ago before the big rains has not been doing well, and I'm hoping that the trellis, planting the lettuce under the trellis, will give it a little more shade so it will actually last longer into the season. So I just thought I'd bring you along and show you that real quick. This will obviously be a much quicker video than the last video. Yeah, I promise I won't talk so much. Okay, don't promise that because I like to talk and you're here. But I don't get as much work done when you're here because I'm talking to you, so that's problematic because I really want to get the seeds all planted. And I'm going to start right now and stop talking. So first thing I'm going to do is add some seed starting mix to the top of the bale. This bale does have some grass growing on it, so I'm just going to go pull it, pull the ends up, and then I will add the soil. So let me see where a good place to put you is. Oh, I forgot to put the microphone thingy in. Hopefully you can hear this. We'll see how that goes. That may be a little more than I needed, but that's okay. I'm gonna get it wet now so that I can put the seeds in. There was something else I just thought of I should tell you. It'll come back to me eventually. Apparently, there's a time when you're a female, and you may be a female who's experienced this or experiencing, and that we don't talk about and no one tells us, that when you get to a certain age and you're, I hate to say it, premenopausal, your brain starts forgetting things. And I used to be the person, I never wrote anything down. I remember everything. I mean, and I'm talking about, I remember a lot. And now, like, silly things, like I was just going to tell you something 2 seconds ago and I can't remember it now. So awkward. In any case, yeah, there we go. One of those things, I suppose. I'll be right back with the water. I totally remembered what it was. Gotcha. The thing that I remembered is you don't want to use your own garden soil or local dirt on your hay bales when you're planting the small seeds. Those may harbor bacteria, and one of the great things about using the straw bales or hay bales for planting is they are a much cleaner planting method. They don't have some of the diseases that your soil might have. Now my soil is pretty decent as far as that goes. I don't have a lot of problems with fungus. Okay, well, I didn't have a lot of problems with fungus until this year, but that was my own issue, and it wasn't in the garden, it was in the house and on my porch and my poor tomatoes. But so use potting soil or some sort of mixture. Do not use your own soil on top of the bales for planting seeds. I remembered. Okay, that's ready to plant now. I'm just actually going to get planting down here, and I'll film as much of it as makes sense or before my camera runs out, and then I will just speed it up because why not? just planted 2 rows of lettuce on there. I thought about 3 because normally I do pretty high density with lettuce, so I can just pick it as it grows and it doesn't get super big. But I wasn't sure, since this is the first time I planted in the hay bales, what I should do there. So I planted 4 kinds, so like half a row of each of the tangle leaf lettuce, the merlot, the little gem, and then I put some auroch in just to see what it does down there, because it was coming up beautifully in my other bed, but the rains, we'll see. I'm gonna give it till a few days before I totally replant that section. We'll see how it goes. One thing that I am doing as I'm planting is I'm planting more seeds than I think that I want. Obviously, gardeners, we all do that in cases too, just in case something doesn't germinate. But because I'm not sure exactly how things grow in the hay bales, and I'm not sure like what germination rates will be or exactly how much space I'll have, I may need to pull a few more plants than I normally do, just so that the hay bales can handle the plants. That's just something that I'm going to have to play with, but I thought I'd let you know. I'm gonna get back to planting. I forgot I'm supposed to be labeling my seeds. I didn't really forget, I just didn't think about it. Let me go grab those labels before I get more stuff planted. Is about to die again, so I figured I would just come over and say I have gotten most of the seeds I want to get planted today. I have some, like I said, some seedlings hardening off upstairs, and then I'm sure there's some other things I'm going to want to pop in once I see how things are going and spacing goes. But I just am so excited to be getting started in the hay bale end of the garden. Yeah, this is pretty cool. And I know the straw bale gardening has been around in its current form since about the 70s, And so this is not new, it's just super new to me. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you come back again so that we can do some more experimenting together.